Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube, or hello and welcome to anyone who is brand new here. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert. Today I thought I'd bring you a video all about, I guess, quickly working with your Dyson Airwrap with the round brush attachment. And I say quickly because I feel like it's a tool that I tend to go for when I am in a rush. I just want to do something that works really quickly. I get a lovely result. This is actually day 2 hair, so I already used the Airwrap with this round brush attachment to blow dry my hair smooth from wet yesterday when I washed my hair. Today, as you can see, we're still looking nice, but I just want to like add to it and if anything give it more volume, because now I've slept on it and it's kind of just looking a bit more flat here. So I just want to work with it, create like a nice voluminous hairstyle on day 2 hair, and show you just some of the best tips and the tricks that I've learned and that I want to pass on to you when using Airwrap with the round brush attachment. So let's get into it. Tip number 1, and I think if you watch my videos you probably know what I'm going to say already: product prep. I'm not going to go through the whole hog because, as I said, I washed my hair yesterday, so a lot of hair product prep went in yesterday. So say for example like leave-in conditioning, sprays, blow dry cream, oil, all of that. That's already in my hair, so I'm literally really going to focus on products that I just want to add in extra today. So definitely going to add in the Plee. Plee is a heat activated styling spray, so it actually needs heat to activate it. It's great to get a bit of hold into your hair, so it's great for root volume. That's what I'm going to add it in. And yeah, it's just a great spray to add in if you're wanting shape adding into your hair. So it is like a water-based spray. As you can tell, it isn't an aerosol. So I'm just going to pick up my hair and mist it in just kind of sections throughout the hair. And even though the hair is technically getting a bit damp, it absolutely doesn't matter because your Airwrap is heated air. We are effectively drying in that product as we work through. And I'm making sure I'm really picking up the roots and spraying it into the roots there as well. Tip number 2 is going to be sectioning. Because we're working quickly, I'm not going to be taking my usual sections. If you watch my videos regularly, you'll know we kind of work bottom upwards, but this is completely different. So what we're going to do now is almost take like a horseshoe section. So it's going to be round at the top of the head here. So take the, I guess, the horizontal width of your brush, and you don't want that top section to be any wider than this brush. Well, definitely the bristles of the brush. It can't be that wide. It needs to be literally that wide. I guess everyone's head's going to be slightly different, but for me in my head it's usually kind of like recession points. I'll take my index fingers there. I'm just going to draw a line to the back until my fingers meet, and then I'm just going to clip this up and out of the way. So realistically, everyone wants, I guess, the top and the front to be like the best parts of your hair when you're styling your hair. So what I actually do love to do when I work quickly is really focus on this bit, and I'll do this bit first, and also that gives the hair the longest amount of time to set and cool in that shape. That's kind of in and cooling whilst I can then work on all of this hair. So yeah, what we're going to do is tackle this kind of top row first of all. I've now subsectioned. I've taken a tail comb out and then taken like a subsection out of this top horse row section, and I'm going to do this first piece of hair and then we're going to work backwards. So that's my first section, and I'd say it's kind of like 2 inches deep, but it's no wider than my actual brush head. And just to be double sure that I got plenty of product on here, I'm actually just going to mist some more and just make sure I'm really getting the roots here. Okay, so then we are working on dry hair, so we are going to want to turn the temperature on our Airwrap to the highest heat, which is 150 degrees Celsius. I'm just going to turn on and go for the maximum speed as well. I'll be honest, when I work in a rush, I actually don't use the cool shot at all. I really like to, when the hair's still warm, I'll go in with a velcro roller. This really sets in that shape and you're allowing the hair to go cool from that warm stage. Yeah, you're just leaving it rather than, I guess, spending time and doing your cool shot button. And then just grab a little silver pin and you're going to pin that roller in place, and that is super secure, super neat. I'm going to repeat that on these next 2. So I like to have 3, sometimes 4 if I want one like around the crown, but I think we'll just do 3 on the top today. Yeah, I'm going to repeat that on the next 2, and I'm going to talk through these next ones as I do it. So let's just take our next section, unravel this. Yeah, I think we'll just do 2 because I think if I split this into two, these are two quite nice size sections. So ideally using a tail comb, so you can take like a nice clean section and you almost like just drawing a line with your tail comb. The hair that I don't want, that's on our neck section, I'm going to clip that back and out of the way. Taking our second section, miss some more plee. So tool on. So what I'm doing first of all, the brush is going into your root and then I'm wrapping the hair around. So it's already got like one full rotation on. Then I hold the cool tip there. So I'm literally pulling everything more forwards rather than upwards. So what happens when you pull the hair forwards? You're like over directing the hair. So that means you're kind of going in the opposite direction as where you want the hair to fall. If you actually pull that forwards, or over directing it forwards, that actually creates a bit more volume at the root there. So I'm just kind of gliding all the way out to the end. I let the hair kind of fall out, but then I just repeat the same again. So one full wrap around, and now I can feel the hair is really nice and warm. So what I'll do here is then from the end wrap all the way back down again. Leave that just in the roots for a few seconds, but then I'm going to turn my air wrap off, grab the roots, and then just kind of unravel that. And then whilst that's nice and warm, I'll grab my rollers. These are really large rollers. I can't remember off the top of my head how large they are. I feel like I want to say they're like 56 millimeters wide, but I will definitely link some below. Pop your roller almost like midway point in the hair, wrap it round, and then I like to glide up towards the end. So that's why the Velcro rollers are so nice. It almost like combs the hair through and makes sure that, yeah, the hair's nice and smooth, there's no kinks in the hair, and then just wrap that all the way back down. So you can kind of like wiggle left and right if you need to. Grab your little silver pin and you want to place it through. So kind of the bottom part of the pin is against the scalp and then the top half is through the roller, and that keeps it in super solid. And then I'm going to repeat the exact same on this final section. So we have got 3 really massive sections, but actually that's quite a large bulk of the hair. Like you can see how much less hair I have down here now. Okay, so 3 huge sections and rollers in. Now what I'm going to do whilst these are cooling and setting, I'm going to take my really light hairspray, which is the Hair Ritual by Sisley, and then just give these top ones a good little mist so that's setting in that shape whilst they're cooling down. Tip 1, section out that horseshoe at the top and start on that first, which is the main bulk to get it out of the way. Tip 2, pop really large rollers in these sections. It's almost like continuing to style as you're then working on the rest of the hair. And then tip 3 is going to be with this rest of the hair. We are literally going to tackle this in just 4 sections. And how we do that is by the way we hold the air wrap. So instead of now going in horizontally like we were doing on these top sections, we're going to hold the brush vertically, and actually that way you can almost get a lot bigger and thicker section into the brush here. So I'm going to take this side, for example, and then I'm just going to section down with my finger vertically to split this into 2 different sections. Let's start off on this back section first of all, and again I'm just going to spritz some more plee into the hair just so we know it's definitely gonna kind of, the hair's got hold and it's got product in there. And again, full heat and full power, and pretty much the same kind of technique. I'm wrapping it once round fully at the root and just gliding it all the way down to the end. Wrap round at the root, glide down to the end, and usually like on this 3rd pass, when you can feel the hair is nice and warm and hot, and then wrap all the way back up again. Leave it there just for a few seconds just to really heat up in that shape. Turn off, and then I'm gonna pinch the root and gently unravel the hair. Because we're not gonna set these into rollers just because we're working super quickly, another little tip what I do love to do actually is just take your 2 fingers here. We're kind of gonna almost start pin curling it, but we're not actually gonna pin it. Catch it in your hand there, and then just with each of these sections, I'm then just gonna mist that with some hairspray, and even just look at the difference that's made. And then I'm just gonna push that to the back whilst I work on this next section. So we've got our 3 really big rollers in here, and literally just the rest of the hair has been styled, just 4 really big sections. It's never like a really full voluminous do without the Living Proof Full Dry Volume Texture Spray, which I absolutely love. We're spraying that now into these bottom sections. When you have styled it and the brushes run through it, you almost don't really need to do too much. I'm not actually going to run my fingers through these or dress this hair out. I just love how this is looking just at the moment. And you can see just how much width we've also got from, I guess, like blow drying the hair that way. So yeah, I just really like to get my spray, my texture spray, and spray it into the roots there to really just enhance that volume. Now we're just going to take out these rollers on the top. So just take that pin out, just pulling out that roller. What you can actually do, just to keep this hair just as neatly as intact as possible, instead of, I guess, just pulling out the roller, hold that root, and what we're almost going to do is like twist out the hair so it just comes out super neatly in that really lovely bouncy shape. We haven't disturbed it too much, and then I'm going to go and spray with my texture spray as we go, and look at that shape. So nice. And now what we want to do, you literally just want to find, I guess, where you want this top section to fall. When you have blow dried it all backwards, it is always nice to kind of have like a side parting. Okay, I've just done a little play around with it. I actually really like, as I say, when I have blow dried it backwards, I do like it to fall to one side and just make the most of the volume rather than it sitting like a strict center parting. So yeah, I am just loving this kind of, it's just really 90s flicky. You can see how much shine my hair's got, and with styles like this, it is quick and it's easy to leave the house and feel really good. I do want to put this disclaimer out that it won't be the best, obviously, if it's super windy, if the weather's against you, or if you're looking for a style which is literally going to last all day, a couple of days. This isn't it, especially because we've gone in and styled dry hair. Definitely if you style damp hair, it's got more longevity and more staying power. And just generally, I would say the Dyson Airwrap is probably not the tool for you if you're looking at curls which are going to last like for days. It's just more of this premium, this really luxe blow dry kind of look. I feel like I get asked that a lot. Does this style hold and last? It lasts and looks presentable all day, in the fact that it does last, but it just drops and will get looser as the day goes on. But anyway, with all of that being said, I really hope you guys still love this look and still have fun recreating this. I hope I gave you some ideas and inspiration, especially with just the quick tips aspect. Let me know if you want me to do any more videos with quick tips. And as usual, if you like this video or learnt anything new, I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe because I post videos like this every single week. And if you do subscribe, I'll be seeing you next week for another hair video. Bye guys.